with upward offense, let's say.
Sounds good.
Okay, so usually you'll get your soldier and your demo buffed up, and you'll go for a sack. Your demo will go on base jumper usually. Doesn't really have to, but you can. And sticky jumper. Actually, wait, no. Usually go on stock.
What? Base jumper, sticky jumper.
This is usually what you'll run. And then you're gonna bomb here. Try to get the gun. You can try to get the med, obviously. Usually you'll call who you're going for. So call whether or not you're going for gun or med. But that's usually the traditional sack. Once you get that, once you get gun or med, usually you'll try to get your combo up here, and you'll try to get your flank over here, and you're going to try to pressure the heavy off of playground. The heavy on playground is like, if you kill the heavy on playground early, and you get playground control, you basically win the point. So the ultimate goal is to pressure the heavy as much as possible. Your scout, soldier, and heavy should be over here, and maybe NG as well. Pressuring him when cart's already pushed up to like here. And once you guys are like comfortable with taking playground, you rip an exchange, take gun out, and play for post. For post, you just want to make sure gun's down, and you have people on playground that can collapse. If you have that, you're probably going to win the point. Just make sure that your flank is communicating whether or not they have playground control, and you're also trying to get your heavy on top of playground, because if heavy can like get to here, like unguarded, unchecked, you could just wipe whoever is in this vicinity. That's offense in a nutshell. That's a very quick summarization of it, but that's the clean way, at least, how to do it. Any questions for first offense?
Who would be going for the playground, like, to try to take that? Would it be just soldier flank, like, soldier, scout, spy, I'm guessing? Flank?
Soldier, scout, heavy, spy, if you can.
Can heavy make that jump?
I was gonna say, how would heavy help? Oh, he can just jump over.
Usually... See, let me get on Gru.
He can just hop on over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're on fist steel still?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Usually, like, the sniper will be on here, so we'll, like, go fist of steel. The heavy will usually be in that corner, so I try to pester him off. I'm not, like, looking to kill him. Once he's off and, like, getting health, then you make the jump, like that. And then you kind of just sit here for a minute with Tomislav. I usually run Tommy for first because it's quiet. And once you guys are ready, oh my gosh. Once you guys are ready, your soldier and scout get up here, your spy gets ready, then you peek slowly, 1, 2, 3 peeking now, shoot the sniper that's there, anybody else that's around here. If Heavy's smart, he'll probably be playing like here if you've already taken it, or he'll be trying to slowly peek you. But if you already have control, you can probably peek this angle for free. Just make sure you don't die to the sniper. But yeah, once you get your heavy to playground, you're usually chilling. Then your combo can rip an exchange, you can go for gun, yada yada. But yeah, you can make this jump as heavy. It's not the easiest jump in the world, but you have to wiggle your mouse a little bit and go near the end of the rock.
The wiggle is key.
Any other questions?
No.
All right.
When do you want to bring your med out? Like.
Usually after sex.
Okay.
Or when you're ready to rip an exchange. So you'll try to get playground control, and then once the sniper doesn't have that really powerful angle, then you can walk the med out. It kind of just depends on how if your flank's like coordinated with it, which I guess most times they aren't. But it should be your flank's job to call whether or not they can take playground or whether or not they're pressuring playground, etc., etc. But if your med sits here and you don't have playground control, your medic is very much dead in this aisle. This is a very, very easy way to die as med and get dropped. I've seen it a dozen or so times. Okay, anything else?
I think it's all for first.
Yep, that's good for me.
Alright, for defense, usually pretty simple stuff. Telly right here, Spencer here, guns like back here. Mainly trying to like just make sure you, I guess, watch cart. Nothing too crazy. Sniper will usually be peeking this. There's a lot of very funny angles on this. Stand on this as well. That's incredibly
That's a good
powerful.
one.
Obviously
No.
this angle is broken as crap. You can see all the way over there. You can see basically the entire map. Usually as sniper, you'll probably be down here, or you'll be up here with your heavy, peeking this angle because this is another really powerful angle. Your heavy will usually stand around here, mainly to deny sacks for the demo and the soldier bombing, along with to keep playground control. You can play here as heavy, you can play here, but usually you might die as sniper. You can play here. This is very passive though, and you can kind of get spammed out. I usually like to play around here, and then I could just peek back, get a buff from my med, and kind of chill. Demo usually stands like around here. You can peek up here a little bit with stickies, and you can sink stickies onto that one point right there. But usually just denying space.
Wait, sorry, where does Demo want to stand at the bottom of that staircase, right?
Yeah. So usually you're like that.
Okay.
You can also sink stickies on that one spot. And also, I believe you can hit cart from this angle. Yeah.
Would putting it underneath this next to that stair be good? Like in the corner of
Like
right,
that?
Yeah.
I'd say so. It's pretty decent. Usually demos will put stuff like right here,
Okay.
right here. Occasionally like here or something, but this is a little niche. But mainly you just want to like get this angle.
Okay.
Scout and soldier usually either play over here if they're playing aggressive, or they play in this little like valley area. You're usually not trying to peek it too aggressively because of sniper, but you also don't want to give up this ground right here. That being said, your main goal as flank is just to make sure they don't get up to here and they don't get up to your playground. Let's see any other things. I don't believe there's much else as far as class roles go. Most of it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Any questions for first defense?
You said put the dispenser on stairs, non-cubby.
I usually prefer it in stairs so my sniper can do this, but it also blocks spies.
Oh.
Oh god, that would be so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I-
let's see.
I've gone upstairs many a times too, so that makes sense.
Like,
I can't.
you can do it at the bottom, or I believe you can put it somewhere along here.
Yeah. No.
But this is usually
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. Cool.
I think
And
a
then
spy
if-
would get around it, but
Obviously, if it's not in cubby, it's just a little bit easier to bomb on the right side. Do you any way to deal with that, or are you even worried about that, or no?
bomb from
Like-
that.
No, from like stairs. Like they can actually
Stairs, okay.
shoot it before peeking the whole corner. You know what I mean? Like right there. Like
Right here.
there. Yeah.
Usually, if they're here, they're gonna get targeted by your entire team.
Yeah, if they're
Yeah.
standing there and
And
they're targeting a dispenser, I think we have bigger problems.
Fair.
Yeah, usually people will not shoot the dispenser.
Okay.
Usually, like if you're a demo, you're probably gonna be like shooting gun, and then you're gonna be putting sticks like on this little cubby. Because usually, if your dispenser is like in here, your
Mhm.
entire team is gonna be crowded around here.
Right. Right.
Versus here, you're playing a little out. You can fight the base a little more.
I like that. It
and-
makes people not just sit in the corner and do nothing too.
Yeah. And
Blocks.
it's
Wow.
a lot harder for people to get through this dispenser as
Yeah.
well.
That's awesome. Cool.
All right, any other questions for first defense?
No, I would just like to say that is like completely opposite of how we have defended that every single time, and it just looks
Yeah.
it looks so much better this way.
And I've
Having
always
a heavy
seen
up
it.
there, an anti-spy would be nasty for me.
Yeah. I've never seen
Yeah.
dispenser on stairs. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like heavy on playground is a very key component to an upward hold.
And
like,
we've
punch
never
first.
done that. We've never done
I-
that.
I was kind of wondering where your heavy was playing. I'm like, you guys just lose like ground control so quickly. I'm like, what happened, man? I'm so sad.
Mhm.
But yeah, heavy up here is key for defending this, and usually the sign of when you should be leaving is when you lose playground. Because obviously, like a soldier getting to this point or a heavy, you just kind of lose. It's better to leave when you don't have the when you're down heavy and etc. Versus when you're not. All right. I'll do offense first. So usually your combo shoves up here, obviously. Your heavy and soldier and scout usually play in cave tunnel. Your heavy and soldier try to peek this angle. Usually their soldier will be peeking this, trying to spam cart. If you can kill him and then try to make sure you 2v1 the heavy right here, you'll usually win flank. And once you win flank, the biggest thing is patience, because once your demo is like usually around here, trying to get some pressure, you want your side tunnel to be ready to collapse. So usually as demo, you're not pushing this until you have side tunnel control, or you have people ready, or you have good cart time, etc. But traditionally, combo plays up here. Heavy soldier usually try to push side tunnel or control main tunnel if they're getting pushed back. And occasionally, if you're really getting diffed, you might walk your demo into tunnel and try to get them. But that's very slow, and usually just try to give your soldier and heavy and scout big buffs so they can just win the DM fight. And obviously, it's important to coordinate when you're shooting people, so soldier and heavy peek at the same time. But that's just more like coordination type stuff. Once you get this hill, you're usually chilling. You want to take your demo like here. This is a pretty good angle. Up here isn't quite as good for demo because I mean it's okay. Usually you want your heavy to play up here, and usually like when your demo is doing like this, you want your heavy to be ready to drop out a window. When your heavy drops out a window and he gets here like unguarded, you win the point. But up to that point, it's more just trying to slowly chip away at the defenses. So get side tunnel control, get your combo up to this point, kill the sniper if you can. Once you have that, you can slowly push them back. And holding this as like a defense is really, really weak, because you can just get collapsed on really easily. Like heavy has no power positions, demo is like can't really do everything. I mean, yeah, you can deny space, but you can't deny the entire map. And usually it's more like a very soft hold if you're back here. Then that segues nicely into the defense. Actually, I forgot to ask. Any questions for offense?
If the heavy's pushing up through window, how would you prevent him from just getting absolutely bombed from demo and soldier, or would that ease up the pressure for main to just walk?
Do you mean like if the demo's doing this?
Yeah, and the soldier, like if they see the heavy pushing and they start just spamming him out so he can't drop.
Well, I don't think heavy shouldn't be in window unless you have your combo underneath the staircase, right? Where you're, like,
yeah,
on this corner.
usually like
Won't have them there until they're ready to go.
yeah, when your demo's ready to push this angle, like when you have enough picks and enough space to be able to do this, then they probably won't have the space themselves to deny that.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
So it's more about just making sure that you're taking space and
Yeah.
pushing them back.
And timing it right.
Like if they can stand here, they're probably dead to sniper or dead to stickies or shot by
Right.
50 different people.
Okay, got it.
And usually soldiers will not bomb that window because like bombing a heavy is how to instantly lose. And like if demo's sitting here like brainlessly like shooting stickies, he's just a free kill. Like the last of your concerns is the heavy, which I mean obviously is a very big threat, but if you're not shooting the heavy, or if you're shooting the heavy, you're not shooting the demo, and the demo will just demolish you. So if people are doing this, you just catch them out for free.
Got it.
Any other questions for offense?
No, not really.
You send heavy, scout, and soldier to side ton, right?
Usually, scout, NG like are on cart, and then you have your heavy soldier inside tunnel.
Okay.
Kind of just depends, but usually your heavy and soldier will fight this, and then you'll kind of just chill for a little bit, and then once your players are ready to push, then you'll peek it. Okay.
Is
Defense.
actually just one question. It's about sniper in specific. So obviously, he plays window, or sorry, not window hill. My bad. But on the right there, on the rocks, is a position that I like. Behind the other ones, behind the
The
first
rail
set,
cart.
from the perspective of offense, behind
Oh.
the other set of rocks, from the right of
I
that. Is
assume
it?
this.
Yes, is
Yeah.
an angle I like. Is that actually a good angle, or do I just get away with BS?
This is a pretty good angle, I'd say. A lot of snipers use it.
Okay.
Um, this is also a pretty decent angle. Usually you're kind of getting caught out if you're here,
Mhm.
but this angle back here, passive, you're pretty good, pretty comfortable. Though I will say, if the flank is like active and they know you're here, they can just like walk up here and kill you.
Got you.
So just be mindful of that.
Okay.
Beyond that, like this whole hill, like this angle in general, if you can get like a decent angle on that, you're usually winning the game. Okay, defense.
Yep.
All right. So, traditional aggro hold. As far as you leave early, you don't drop too many players. You have gun, you have heavy. Basically, you maybe drop 1 to 2 at most. Demo is like up here. And heavy can play back here usually. He'll play side tunnel. Your soldier. The biggest thing about heavy is that your heavy does not usually peek unless your soldier tells him there's somebody there. Like you'll occasionally check it, like as a form of making sure there's nobody there. But your soldier should be the one to actually spot if there's anybody in tunnel, because your soldier is usually like walking out and seeing if there's anybody around. Beyond that, for aggro hold, gun is usually around here, this area. Dispenser is back here, around these rocks. Let's see. Beyond that, your scout just kind of like chills around. Usually is in tunnel, like playing around here. Soldier obviously usually peaks a little more usually more aggressive. That's for aggro hold. For passive, it's similar. Instead of playing like up here, you're just playing a little bit back here. And like retreating back to rock. Heavy, like same thing with the rest of the classes. And then like passive is like borderline I'm leaving. There you can't really hold this, to be honest with you. And if you don't leave early enough, you'll just get collapsed in this door. Or in like this little area right here. But that's pretty much it. It's not like super complicated.
Where do you want to stand as demo if you lose? Like, if you lose hill, you obviously don't just run back to spawn. But where are you gonna stand if you lose hill? Like, if you lose side done, where do you want to stand?
If the sniper's not dead, you usually might try to refight hill.
Okay.
Usually you'll be around here, trying to make sure you can try to retake ground. This is very much depending on how many players you have. If they're down a ton, that's when I'd only be able to like walk up.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is only done if you think you're like the best player in the entire world and you can like 5v1 them. Which demo can do obviously, but the rest of your team really cannot support you. Because trying to fight this, like as slow as the rest of the classes are, they really can't keep up. Scout might be able to help a little bit, and Soldier might be able to help as well, but most of them can't take the space or follow up the damage you can do. So it's more like they're down 5. Their combos maybe like holding around here because they don't know how to play passive, and then you catch them out here. That's usually about it though.
What about sniper?
Sniper? For passive, you'll usually be playing around here,
Okay.
or like down here. Kind of just depends. This is a little bit more baity because the spy can decloak in like 35,000 different places, and medic's not going to walk from over here to buff you, so you're probably banning your team.
Hey,
But-
Medic's just shooting arrows, I'm guessing.
Yeah, usually you'll play like here, maybe wide if you want to.
Okay.
Okay.
Would Spy go for the backstab on sniper if he's playing like by that post you showed?
Around here.
Yeah, like do they decloak behind and then try to go for like
yeah,
a sniper, or-
they'll usually go for it. To be honest with you,
Okay.
just make
Sniper
sure
is very
you're
valuable on upward.
yeah, just make sure
Mhm.
Pyro's mindful because this map is very much a very good sniper map. And if if their sniper can swing for any extended period of time, you guys are just screwed.
Right.
So just make sure your sniper is playing like relatively close, and
Worst case.
your pyro is not leaving him alone.
Right. Worst case, I just gun spy him a little bit and annoy him.
Yeah, I mean, you can like decloak here and probably
Yeah.
just annoy him,
Yeah.
or decloak
sure.
down here and
Mhm.
chill.
Okay.
Okay, ready for third?
Yep.
Yep.
Bet. All right. Usually, scout energy on cart. Demo's trying to push this. Usually your heavy and soldier will play catwalk up here. Your heavy will sit in this little corner and wait for your soldier to peek, and your soldier will peek the heavy that's standing right there. And the whole goal of it is that as your team is walking forward and as your soldier is trying to fight this, then you peek out as heavy, and then your soldier tries to fight U-turn.
Hmm.
The ultimate goal of this is to make sure the heavy does not stand here for free. And the soldier will also usually peek out here and try to play this angle. Occasionally, if you're struggling to get cart, you'll basically put your entire team on the cart, and Demerol will be fighting this kind of angle. So this is a little bit less good. It's still pretty decent. Mainly the goal is to like take U-turn as fast as humanly possible, or maybe put your heavy in shithouse and kind of just like peek this a little bit, but you'll usually get shredded if you're here. That's like the very simple gist of it, but once you get here, you usually win the point.
Okay.
No. One thing is, if sniper's like on rails, he can just shoot it heavy for free, right? You have to like kind of get him
Here?
out of there,
Here?
or maybe back more. But yeah, back on rails, like up towards last.
Oh.
Like if he's back, not that far, but like if he's able to see, whatever. Sorry, what's the outpost called
On
again?
the left, shit.
On,
Shithouse?
No, sorry. Oh my god, I'm forgetting what it's called.
Catwalk.
Catwalk. Thank you. Yeah, like right there.
Heavy will be playing in this little corner. Time
Okay.
off.
Got it.
So that's why you don't peek out here, because you just get
Right.
shredded.
Right.
So just
okay.
peeking here so you can make sure their heavy doesn't peek out.
Right, and he can't see you from there. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
What are all of the sniper spots for offense? Because I find third to be my weakest, both offense and defense. But you know, we'll get to defense.
Traditional is just wide peeking this and praying you hit the shot. This is a pretty okay angle. It's not that bad. You can usually get the heavy. If you slow peek this, you can usually get a sniper. Maybe the demo if he's playing aggressive, which he usually is. As far as cart goes, you usually play this and peek people that are trying to shoot the cart. The demo will usually try to peek the cart if the cart's up here. This is pretty powerful in general. But obviously spies will try to decloak around here and get you, so just be mindful of spies, as per usual. Just make sure that like your scout and your NG are like aware that you're playing here, and your combo is aware that you're playing here. And usually I'd only play here if my combo's already playing here.
Okay.
Usually I'll be either slow peeking this if my heavy's already here, my soldier's already on catwalk. Those are like the two main angles. This is more of a side angle.
Now for the Sorry, I was trying to think of how to word it. Like Pyro, should he be? Because I feel like the near U-turn is so crowded and there's so much happening. The flank never like goes really over there if they're on defense. So like, would Pyro kind of watch out for bombs there, or would they play more and try to defend? Would they play back more?
Do you mean Pyro over here?
Pyro on offense. Where would Pyro
On
play?
offense?
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like I'm always just confused where Pyro should go here.
Pyro will usually be around here. By checking up here. if your demo is pushing this, we'll usually walk slightly behind your demo.
Okay.
Mainly for spies, because like spies have a bunch
Right,
of really good spots
right,
to decloak. Spies can also decloak in the little corner. You can decloak down here when they're trying to push. Usually get a pretty free stab on the med. Mainly just playing with combo, and if they're not playing with combo, they're hard throwing.
Okay.
Just expect them to
that's
be
what,
hovering
right.
around the med.
That's why I was wondering if they should be like roaming or if they should be like watching out for bombs, because I feel like it's so crowded by U-turn where their combo's pushing up. Like
Mhm.
the soldier's not gonna really be bombing. I feel like that much.
Usually you don't bomb in this point.
Yeah.
Usually for defense, your soldier will be peeking this, and you're just
Okay.
trying to make sure they can't walk up to here.
Perfect.
And the pyro will usually be sitting down here pressing mouse 2 and praying that the heavy doesn't peek.
Yep. Got it. I'm good. I'm happy I asked. Because I also was just like a spy player. Like I didn't really know where pyro should be and where I should watch out for, because I feel like I see pyros going everywhere.
Yeah, if the pyro's not near med, you can honestly just kind of decloak for free. Usually I'd ask for a little bit of pressure before I decloak, but in this div you can kind of just decloak for free. Probably get a pick for it too.
Do you drop by cat or do you go back like tunnel or? Like, I
What
feel
do you
like there's so many places to decloak. Like, would you drop from catwalk to try to get medic, or would you play against
Like
sniper?
the Assassin's Creed spy, where you just do this all
Yeah,
day.
yeah. Or would you go like
You
by
can
like?
if you want to.
I feel like there's so many spots here. I just never know where to go.
Decloaking down here is pretty decent. The med will usually be like around here, or like up here. They'll usually just kind of like be botting around here. So decloaking around like here, here. There is like okay. Decloaking there is it's all right.
Right.
And even like if you're really cheeky, you can like do this and go for a stab.
Okay. Got it.
There's like 1,000 different spots. Like just
Yeah,
along
that's why I'm always so torn. But I feel like it depends on the team too.
yeah, just like look at their pyro, see what their pyro is playing like.
Yep. Go from
And
there.
usually I'd wait until they're pushing to go for a stab. I wouldn't just go for it randomly.
Right. Got it.
Remember the golden rule: if they have nothing to do, they have nothing to do but spy check. You always want them
Yeah.
distracted, man. It's something you still got to get used to.
Yeah, like usually you'll wait for your main caller to say, "Oh, they're walking up," or some random player to call it, and then you're like, "Okay, I'll decloak now and go for a stab." And in higher divs, the pyros will like be looking around at that exact moment, but in this div, they're probably like, "Oh, let me reflect the spam that's coming towards my team as they're walking forward." So you'll probably get a free stab like 9 out of 10 times while they're walking.
Sounds good.
You can also like decloak on the flank. Depending on where the heavy might also be playing in here. If he's throwing like a heavy in here, just kind of like doing nothing, but he'll probably just be sitting around here because he's useless. But if he's playing up here with his soldier like it should be, you can probably decloak on him. Granted, he'll usually just be watching out for spies and getting ready to do this, but you might be able to get a soldier pick while he's up here trying to fight this.
Got it.
All right, any other questions for offense?
Nope.
All right. So, for defense, your demo usually plays this. Pretty simple. Same with cart. Your heavy will usually play U-turn, either passive or aggressive U-turn. Your soldier will be playing this, and for heavy and demo specifically, I like my heavy back here, and then when my demo is peeking this angle when he's getting aggressive, then you call your heavy to peek from U-turn and do this. That I usually only call that when my demo already is in position, and I know my heavy's in U-turn ready to go. And then you can like sort of laser beam whoever's trying to fight this. And that kind of coordination will demolish whoever is right here. Beyond that, sniper usually plays this angle. Might peek this to get cheeky cart pick. Spies like to decloak around here. Just be wary of that. And they also like to decloak in this little corner as well.
Okay.
Scouts will usually be playing around cart, trying to just make sure nobody touches it. Beyond that, most of your combo will be like right here. Your gun will be around here. Your dispenser will be usually around here. Pretty simple, as far as points go. That's like the gist of it.
Should like demo ever worry about people walking under and coming from behind, or should I just keep eyes on main?
That is wholeheartedly your flank's job to call.
Okay.
If your flank is not watching under, and they walk in and they kill you or your sniper, then it's your flank's fault more than you. You simply don't have enough eyes to watch everything.
Now, if let's say like like you said, heavy goes shithouse and just kind of to try to mess with us, would we just leave soldier and scout there still, or how would we like counteract that?
Your soldier will be in U-turn regardless. Your scout will just try to peek it to make sure he's not walking past. Your
Okay.
scout will usually just be like around here.
So he's just the scout's the one watching, pretty much. the
Yeah,
whole time?
he will be your eyes for like lower and cart.
Okay.
Make sure nobody's flanking you. That's like ideally at least.
Right.
But if he's not watching it or he dies, then get ready for some shenanigans.
Okay. Would spy go over there then if scout dies for just eyes?
I mean you can.
Right.
For spy, you're usually waiting for people to be aggressive and play out
Yeah.
of position.
Right.
But you can be eyes if you want to. It's more of a secondary thing.
Right.
In higher div, spies much more eyes than picks, but usually you still will go for the picks when people are pushing.
Got it.
Any other questions for defense?
Do you want to Uber your pyro on defense to stuff
Yes.
when they push uphill? Okay.
Yes.
Good.
I was like, I feel like Ubering a demo is gonna be pretty useless on this point. especially-
No. Usually your
Wait the fuck.
um, usually your pyro will do this or just this. This puts them straight up in the air, and then you can do that, and you can 1-2 off the cliff with whoever's in combo. Usually the demo. That's more pyrotech than anything, which I don't know if your pyro's here or not, but
Now you have a sniper spy in demo here.
yeah,
Howdy.
kind of assuming that. Usually your pyro will go like this and that, or they'll just press mouse 2 twice, and that's for exchanges. If they have full ad, usually your pyro will do this anyways, and if your pyro like stuffs the combo, you guys live, it's still a good exchange in my opinion. So like
Alright.
your pyro might end up feeding, trying to like save them from walking around this corner, but if he does, he's still doing his job. Any other questions?
No.
No.
Nope. They're
Yeah.
pretty simple for defense. Defense in general seems pretty simple compared to attack.
Well, that for upward last a little more complicated for defense, but for attacking it's usually pretty simple.
Oh, I love upward last.
Yeah. For offense, your cart will be doing cart stuff. You'll usually try to get your soldier up here in the clock. Try to play this. Usually there'll be a soldier up here as well, so trying to kill him if you can, with buffs and whatnot. Your combo will usually clear whoever is down here with your flank, and the goal is to get into tiles. If you can get into tiles, it's like the best thing in the world, because you basically win the point. You can either go under and push tiles from down here, or you can go into clock as a combo and try to push it from there. So pushing it from clock is kind of suboptimal. It does still work. As far as class rules go, it's usually pretty self-explanatory. Combo plays a combo, flank plays down here, or on card if you're scout. Heavy or soldier should usually play up in clock. Try to make sure their soldier can't play aggressive. Once you get tiles, work your sniper.
Why?
If you're
Sorry to interrupt. Why do you want to take combo through under rather than through clock? What makes it
Under-
suboptimal?
Clock is suboptimal for pushing, because you can get stuffed really easily, and you're just a lot more catchable. Like sniper can peek you guys a lot easier. If you're like usually you'll try to walk from clock into here, and you'll probably get mulched trying to walk from clock. It can work. It's just not as good as going under, and then just doing this. Granted, the demo and the heavy will probably have a hard time trying to push up from that, but it is still much better than trying to push from clock.
Okay.
So and like if you can get your demo or heavy to this angle right here, you kind of just win. Very, very powerful. And usually with last compared to usual points, your heavy will play with your demo. So if your demo's peeking this, trying to shoot off whoever is here, your heavy will slow peek with him and follow up whoever is closest. Beyond that, once you get tiles, once you get your combo in tiles, you work your sniper, and your demo gets gun as fast as humanly possible. Once you get gun down and you hopefully get the sniper, you'll try to get the demo if you can. If you can't get the demo, I would try to put your combo on top of cart, like drop down from tiles onto cart, and then like make sure everybody's focusing the demo up here. And there might also be like a gremlin heavy like down, taking this. Also focus him. If you get the demo in the heavy, you basically win the point. But usually you'll only do that if you have sniper and gun down, and you have tiles control.
I was gonna say sniper. I usually see like back right by like stairs. Would you have to clear him first before anything? As well?
Yeah, because if you're going to drop down from here,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna die from sniper.
Yeah.
Or you're
Whose job
probably
would
gonna
that just be soldier and spy's job?
more your sniper trying to win the SVS, but also spy.
Hmm.
Soldier like can pepper spray him, but it's not gonna do much.
Okay.
So that's how to win upward offense at least. Defense is a good bit more complicated, but we can go over that in a minute. Any other questions for last offense?
For spy, I feel like the back right obviously is where I'm cooking. I have issues with even if I get around the dispenser, what do I do after let's say I destroy a dispenser, what do I do directly after that? Do I go up or do I hide? Do I wait? Like what would you recommend?
Until your demo is trying to pressure the gun, or if you see a sniper is just kind of chilling over here. If you can get the sniper pick, great. If you can get the gun, great. But usually wait until your demo's pressuring.
Okay. Got it.
Otherwise, you're kind of just solo feeding.
Yeah, that's what I
also-
like to do.
You can usually like declick on the heavy if he's down here, and
Yeah.
get a very cheeky stab on him.
Okay.
But if you're up here and you're waiting for stuff to happen, just kind of wait for your demo to call. He's shooting the gun.
Okay,
and then
because I
walk
feel like
with
I
him.
always sap the dispenser, and then I go up there, and nothing's going on, so then I get bored and do dumb shit. So I should just
Yeah,
probably
and
wait.
then you'll be like, oh, let me go like feed.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
feed.
Okay,
Cool. So before they have tiles, does sniper just stand in the main doorway and try the SVS?
Yeah. Usually, your med will give you a buff, and you'll try to peek this. Sniper will usually be playing boxes, tiles, or if he's throwing, he'll be playing back there. Boxes is the standard hold if they're playing tiles, or like this window. But sometimes, usually he'll be like watching clock or watching cart, like from here. This is a pretty default spot. I think you can like get a very cheeky spot. The boxes, maybe. I don't know.
do you kind of have to wait for the sniper to go down to be able to do anything? Like in general, just like push tiles even? I guess not, because you're kind of safe going under.
Not quite in tiles if you're pushing from under.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as good of an angle.
Right.
But once you do get to tiles, you're very much exposed, so the sniper pick becomes a lot more important.
Okay.
My cat keeps meowing at me. Any other questions for offense?
No.
All right.
Well,
For
just real quick, gun is usually up on the high ground, right, by where demo stands, on like
up here?
No. The defense, like
Uh,
I was
pub
wondering
spot.
where gun
Spot.
is gonna be.
Like there.
Yeah, that's what I figured. People,
Yeah, that's
what do
you-
people call that? Like heaven?
Pub spot.
Pub-
Pub spot usually.
Pub spot. Yeah, that's right.
What is my cat keep meowing at me? Yeah, usually gun just chills up here. Whether or not you're in tiles, your gun's usually up here. Whether or not the defense is in tiles. Speaking of defense, traditionals and tiles, you have your heavy like playing here usually. Mainly to swing out here and peek whoever's on this angle. Usually only do that once you know they're walking because otherwise you're kind of feeding. Demo, I'll usually put traps up here in case they try to walk clock because some teams do. And as demo, you can kind of just watch this door from here. If you can, I'd probably run like lock and load because it's really powerful, and they might actually end up banning it.
Really?
Yeah, it's invite demo named Mori used it in grand finals, and a lot of people are a little bit pissed because it's very broken. Mainly because the
Just only
projectile
on certain
speed.
points, or is it just crazy?
It's broken in general, mainly because the projectile speed.
Hmm.
So like, I'm not unlocking the. Mainly because you can like, the projectiles are so fast compared to stock that for a lot of people it's unreactable. So like if you can do that, you can usually get a pick because that like I believe it hits like right here. It's extremely powerful because it's not only a fast projectile but it does a ton of damage. And in high divs and in low divs, been terrorizing people. Like my mentor, Wild Rumpus, recently got advanced 6's second place running purely lock and load. That's because people like cannot react to it.
Should I main run lock and load? I could.
Yeah, it'll probably get banned in like a week or two, but yeah.
Yeah.
All the
I watched
invite players are,
videos.
yeah. Yeah, he's my mentor. Pretty dope.
That's sick,
yeah.
bro.
This is also a very good angle for lock and load because you can just do this and demolish whoever's over there. You can also do it with stock as well, though you have to like it's a little bit more of a reach.
Yeah.
Usually, like as demo, I'll just be making sure nobody walks here, and I'll have traps over there. So if they try to walk it, I can just quickly do that. Dead a trap, get a couple kills. This is also very powerful for here because you can like reach all the way. Versus with stock you really can't. Beyond that, your heavy usually plays boxes, or not your heavy. Your sniper usually plays boxes, or he'll play up here in the window, or he'll play here to watch clock. One of the three is usually really good. Your flank will usually be under if you can. Your scout and usually your scout might be like upper watching cart. But at least your soldier is usually down here, making sure nobody crosses across here. Your soldier will usually be the first person to die, but it's his job to make sure spot when they're walking.
Oh, so you want soldier to stand under rather than up in clock?
Oh wait, yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. I do need him in clock. Clock is a lot more important. I forgot for a second. My brain's kind of like turning off.
Dude, you're so wise.
Yeah. Yeah, your soldier usually plays this and peeks the corner and peeks that. That's
Because that's just free, right?
yeah.
You're still the first one that probably dies, right? For if they're pushing up the or
If
well, I
they're-
guess if they're going
If
under, probably not.
they are pushing clock, yeah, you'll be the first to die.
Right.
But if you live and they push under, you can do this and just wrap them.
Ooh. Oh. Would
This
Scout
is-
call that? I'm guessing because Scout would be under, right?
Yeah. Scout will usually
Yeah.
call when they're walking. Like
Okay.
when they're peeking this right here, and the heavy and the
Yeah.
demo are both looking at that, the med
Mhm.
can usually get like demolished in this area.
So it would be definitely a good drop for the soldier to drop clock to under when the Scout calls it, or
Yeah, I'd only do it on a call.
Okay.
Same at spy, you can also decloak
Who did you
and go for this.
who did you say plays under Scout and who else? Anybody else?
Scout will usually play here or watch cart, one of the two. Usually be spotting this. That's like traditional. Usually nobody else plays down here. If you're playing pub hold, heavy might play over here to watch cart. Only if the cart's like up to here, and the spy might go for it. But usually just scout. Speaking of which, once you lose tiles, usually you play pub hold. So pub hold is demo, gun, pyro, combo, yada yada. Up here, sniper is like here or whatever. You can really play wherever. Heavy's down here, and then soldier and scout are either under or watching card directly.
What do you call that staircase that you're on top of right now?
This,
Mm-hmm.
I usually call it like gremlin spot, but that's not like an official call people usually call it. That's just
I
what
don't know
I
if
call
it,
it.
I don't know if it has one, honestly.
Yeah,
I want to know what to say if I want my heavy to
Right.
stand there.
Gremlin.
Maybe call
I
it
say heavy stand gremlin.
I like that. Yeah, Gremlin's fun.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, you won't really see that call often because it's just a call I made up, but that was just for me.
It's the official call now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they all start.
Yeah, for holding, you basically just try to support your NG. A gun can either be in pub spot or right here. Here is really powerful. You have dispenser right here. You have gun right here, wrangled on cart, mainly so you can watch this side, and main. And your pyro sits here and reflects spam, because demo will be trying to hit it from over there.
Yeah, it makes it a lot harder for demo to sticky it and pipe it. Although lock
yeah.
and load can probably reach.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure lock and load could probably reach anywhere on this map. Yeah, it's pretty good. And you'll probably like two-shot the gun, so.
Like, hey, people probably aren't going to be running lock and load in this dude.
No,
Maybe they
people
caught up.
like if people in invite are complaining about it, nobody in open is gonna know how to counter it. Like, I'm sorry, it's just no way. I don't run it full time because like it fucks up my pipe aim like horribly, and then like when I try to go back to normal pipes, I'm like beefing everything. But I would run this if I played a little more. I need to like get better at it, but it's something I do want to learn.
What do you think the chances are it actually gets banned though?
Pretty high, because
Okay.
every Highlander invite player and a good amount of Sixes players are all complaining about it.
So Steve, maybe for the scrim, but I wouldn't live by it.
I'm not gonna rely on it. I've been using pipes quite a bit, so I use
Yeah.
stock because I'm a
Yeah.
nerd.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean I like stock too. I love stock.
I want to try it, just mainly. Do we
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what maps we're playing today?
We're playing
playing?
tomorrow. Upward, product, and I think upward again, and then. Hold on one second. I gotta remember what the other map was.
Water. Oh my goodness.
Is this posted anywhere in the Discord?
No, sorry. I've been crazy busy this week. I'll do it right now.
Do you have any other like questions for defense?
No, seems
I think I'm good.
simple.
Oh, if your engineer and dispenser goes down, do you just go repair as soon as possible, go rebuild, or do you just call it, wait for this guy to die, and then rebuild?
Your pyro will usually be around here, and your gun will usually be here. If the dispenser goes down, it's usually not the end of the world. Mainly because the gun is so important that
Right.
usually you'll only build a dispenser if you actually have a minute. But if the enemy team is pressuring properly, you probably won't really have a minute, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But in this div, you'll probably have plenty of time because people are really slow.
Sounds good. Also, tomorrow we are playing 2 upwards, and then product, and I just had it. Prut.
Okay.
Also, Sunday sometime, if you want, I can demo review an upward or whatever other map you want me to.
We're gonna have. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, before, because I think we're playing upward again on Sunday, actually. So maybe we play upward games Saturday, review before Sunday scrim. Sunday scrim would be a good idea. Sounds good. Cool. I think that's everything. Thank you, Ice. Appreciate it.
that was awesome.
Well,
Oh, push. I need
Yeah,
to go
that's
get
very
some
good.
water. Good lord.
I learned a lot
same.
actually.
So
learned
did
a lot
I.
from spots. That's surprising because we've done map reviews before, but it wasn't like I don't think at obviously your level. So I learned
It's
quite
also
a bit.
it's all in the questions and the like interactivity. Like if you're in a map review and you're kind of just like there to listen rather than actually interacting with the person giving the review, you're
Right,
not gonna learn
right.
as much.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I just wonder. I'm like, oh, I wonder where Pyro actually stands here. And you're like, oh, he stands in like lobby. And I was like, oh, I didn't think he would stand there, but okay, cool.
Yeah, this is also like why it's important to get your team here
Yeah.
because the more questions the merrier.
Right.
Because like yes, I can tell you where to hold, but it's up to you to know like what to do on like split second decisions, when to push, when to hold, etc., etc. That does come with experience, but knowing the map in and out also helps.
For sure. I agree.
I think
Yes.
first is probably the point I'm not the most confident in.
Third is definitely mine. I've heard third is supposed to be like the best defensive hold, but I don't think I've ever had a good defensive hold on third.
That beautiful.
Yeah, I guess just spam. I don't know, I'm worried about bringing my medic. I don't know like when I want to exchange or take my medic because it's so dangerous. I guess if sniper dies, I can just do whatever I want, but
Yeah,
he's not always gonna be dead.
yeah,
Gotta
preferably
wait.
sniper dies. But usually you'll wait to rip and exchange until when your playground is when
That's
you're ready
just-
to push
I think
playground.
it's really key to just have people on playground, and I need to just tell people to go there or something.
Yeah, like usually you'll have your sniper heavy up here, kind of just chilling. But your soldier and scout will like kind of be playing around here, playing around there as well, trying
Yeah.
to make sure they don't take it for free.
Steve, that does remind me. I was gonna have you either. I think it was with Ice actually, maybe do like demo main call, practice slash com review, demo review separate. Like,
Okay.
I don't know
I
if
will
you're
say
available.
I
probably
have- I
wanna-
set
I'm
up
loading up your
software-
plate a ton too, so I don't. If you
I
have
set
somebody
up-
else, feel free.
I set up software to record my gameplay and audio. So.
There you go.
Griffin, we need
So
to
that-
do a communication review of you because I think it's your weak spot. You're fine
Yeah,
at
I'm-
stabs, but you just say nothing as the class
Yeah.
says stuff.
This is true. I do just focus on my backstabs and sweat.
I mean, I know an advanced spy that plays basically stab only.
I'm ready to be mentored at this point because tax season's
Airballer
over.
actually is almost no comms, but stabs. So.
See, fuck you, Noah. I'm gonna
But he's also like bottom advanced, so your call.
We're shooting
That's
for the moon
fine.
here, Griff. You gotta.
I'm fine with whatever. I just want a decent mentor.
Yeah.
I don't have one yet, and tax season's over, so now I have more free time.
Um,
If
I
you know
can
anybody for
ask.
that, or if you know anybody for Steve, I think Noah's already all set. So that'd be
I can
great.
ask my friend BBL to mentor you. He recently won grand on Spy,
That's sick.
or recently won advanced, I should say.
God damn, I'm gonna get spoiled. Tell him
Yeah.
I'm a cool spy that used Big Earner.
Big earner.
Yeah.
Is he a stock user?
I believe he's used bicycle stock. Yeah.
Ah, damn. He's advanced.
He's not a really a trick stab kind of guy. He's
Yeah.
more like comm spy and occasional picks. But
That's another thing. I
when
need
you,
to s-
when you need a pick, he'll get a pick for you. I promise. He's
My-
really good at that.
my thing is I need to actually start using Bicycle on like certain maps.
I'm under the impression Spicicle is actually pretty fucking good.
It's really good.
It's very very solid. Especially if you're decent at revolver aim, even if your bicycle get popped, you can probably get a kill
Right.
or
Trying-
like be annoying with enforcer or something.
My thing is I still don't use it for like maps that I definitely should use it, like Asheville, Vigil. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, or Steel. I think it's Steel. You're supposed to use it on. I can't remember. There's certain maps that you're supposed to use it on, or like it's recommended. But
Well, it's never
yeah,
bad.
nothing
to
like
use.
it. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
if you
I'm-
want to let him
I'm
know,
not good
that's
enough
great.
at spot to tell you what maps are good enough and what maps are not good enough for different knives. But BBL will be able to tell you.
Sounds good. And if Steve, if you want to DM Ice about what you're looking for, if you are looking for a mentor, no pressure, but something that he's definitely a
Yeah.
good resource.
I thought you said you had someone. Oh no, that was for Spy. Sorry.
I did message a friend of mine named Humphrey,
I know that guy.
but he said he already mentors a ton of people. So if you want him to mentor you, you'd probably have to like pay like
Pay him.
$5 for it.
Yeah, I figured.
It wouldn't be much, but he's a whole lot better than I am, and he'd be able to give you like invaluable comms. And he recently mentored a friend of mine that I also mentor, named Yuri, and they got third in amateur recently.
Wait, this isn't our Yuri, is it?
No, Yuri doesn't play Highlander.
No, right.
What the fuck? I'm on Weird Brute.
Cool. Alright, I think that's everything. I don't want to take up any more of your time, but appreciate it, Ice, as always.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I'll send out an